New fears out there that terror groups like ISIS may be using cryptocurrency to do business. To cybersecurity expert David Kennedy on whether or not there's any legitimacy to these fears. Already there are these suggestions, David, that ISIS has been using it to launder money around. Is there truth to that?
Well, with online currency and we hear cryptocurrency, it's definitely possible. If you look at how law enforcement used to track bad guys, it was basically looking for money laundering,
That's
how
right.
you would send money from different locations. With cryptocurrency, it's very hard to identify where the source of the money is coming from and where the destination of the money is coming from. It's almost impossible unless you know the destination of the source in the first place. So law enforcement has a very, very difficult time with cryptocurrency and actually tracking individuals and finding them. It's one of their largest problems that they face, and something that is absolutely being used. I mean, not just for terrorism. I mean, you're talking sex trafficking, drugs, bomb-making materials, you name it.
All the evildoers in the world need to launder money at some point. They need to disassociate themselves from the bad business they're doing, the business that gets them money. And the FBI has a huge department. The Department of Treasury has a huge group of investigators, expert at tracking money, and very often that's why we get the bad guys. They are throwing up their hands. They're saying there's no way we can track this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, the FBI is really having a tough time, and the FBI also is overwhelmed right now on the whole cyber front, going out and finding bad guys, both from hacking into our infrastructure to tracking where this money is coming from and where it's going. So it's definitely a pressing issue when it comes to law enforcement and what capabilities we have. The good news is that they are developing techniques of trying to find where this money is going to and trying to find them. And bad guys typically mess up on every once in a while. You saw with the whole Silk Road thing that happened in the dark web infrastructure, where the FBI was able to find a post several years back and trace them back. So there are still ways of tracking these folks, but typically not through the actual transaction pieces that they used before in the past.
And David, I'm a little of mixed mind in bringing up this whole subject. On the one hand, I want the bad guys to get caught. I don't want them to do their business. On the other hand, I hate regulations. And one of the things that the folks who are pointing this stuff out are saying is that we need new regulations for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies like it in order to stop all this from happening. That we're kind of opening a Pandora's box if we do that, because regulators don't know when to stop, right?
That's right. There's always a delicate balance, and it tends to go overboard. I don't know if you remember James Comey a number of years ago was trying to place a backdoor and encryption for iPhones to be able to get access. And there's slippery slopes on all these different methods that they're looking at, and they're really having a tough time dealing with the new technological breakthroughs that we see today. Regulation probably isn't the issue. Finding other ways of tracking these individuals, because Bitcoin, online currency, cryptocurrency is not going away. It's a way of the future of what we're going to be doing and making purchases. It's not bad. It's just it can be used for malicious purposes.
So how would you regulate it?
I don't know if I would do additional regulation. I would find other ways of trying to identify these attackers. Or maybe, if there's ways of making purchases. We already do tracking. If you go to like Coinbase, for example, and you put in your information, that's all tracked. It's for tax purposes. There are ways of tracking here in the United States. It's just when it starts to move into different locations and geographies is when we start to lose it.
Well, but that's the problem, is that you can create a phony locations, right? You can create all kinds of virtual locations that allow you to bypass these reporting responsibilities.
Absolutely. And that's not going to change anytime soon. And so, the current thought of law enforcement is, can we figure out a way to, track these individuals through putting some sort of regulations in place, some sort of technology in place that can allow us to track all these transactions, or do you allow it to be free and open, as is the internet typically? And I would say I lean more on the side of keeping it open and free and leveraging other methods of tracking bad folks and putting more and more regulations in.
I think that makes a lot of sense. But one final question to you about Bitcoin itself. Some investors, and frankly, these are the least sophisticated investors, what they're doing is leveraging up all kinds of things, some even mortgaging their houses in order to buy one Bitcoin. What would you tell these people?
It is such a versatile market, and we don't know what this means. We've never seen something like this happen before. I have a number of Bitcoin. I got in very early on. I got lucky, but it can crash tomorrow. How much did you buy it for? It's a gamble. I think it was like 70 cents all the way to like, I think I got in for like $70. So I have a lot of Bitcoin running around. I used to do crypto mining.
I'm just curious. Did you ever think of selling like half of it right now in order to make a huge profit, become a millionaire?
I have, and that's definitely something that you can go and do.
Just sell half of it. Don't sell it all. Just sell half of it, bank that, and then go on from there. Maybe every week sell half.
But what happens in a year if it's worth, $50,000 or $100,000?
Now you're talking greed here, my friend. Now you're talking greed. You got to get rid of the greed.
Right? This is Vegas odds.
Think about your future. All right. Once you've had a couple of years, you'll do that. Good to see you, David. Thank you so much.
You too, David. Thanks again.
Appreciate it. David Kennedy.